Hello, sinners and celestials. My name is TBSkyen, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we have defied the orders of a demigod, goddess, the big, scary lich who can cast wish on us, which is bad. We've defied her orders to kill the Dream Visitor, who's also kind of a slimy piece of shit because he won't tell me anything, because it's more advantageous for him to keep manipulating me, which I don't trust, but I trust him a little bit more than I do the Githyanki Queen, who clearly expresses a desire to murder us. So now we're probably going to go back and have to kill her Inquisitor. Well, we're certainly going to have to do that. And once we've done that fight, we'll see what lae'zel says.
lae'zel, I've been waiting. You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Right, please, summon Vlaakith. There's much...
Irrelevant, Gake wretch. The Queen has spoken. Your death is decreed.
You realize what lae'zel doesn't? Whatever the outcome of your visit to the astral prism, Vlaakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Crush Yillik, with me, to the death.
I mean, hardly a surprise, frankly. Okay, let's see. What do we have? What are we dealing with? Extra attack, so you're a fighter of some kind. Arcane Synergy. That means you are a Eldritch Knight, maybe? Parry armed and unarmed weapon attacks to reduce the damage by 10. Oh, that's annoying. Crossbow expert, asshole. But at least not double. And you have the extra attack as well, so you're a fighter of some kind. Okay. No barbarians, they're all wearing armor, so... Well, except him, I guess. And I guess... No, you're wearing armor. Okay. Wish I had my third level spells, I'm not gonna lie. 40%, 40%. Target must be metal, 45, 45. Okay, so heat metal is an option. We can also try and scare him. But that, ooh. Wisdom 16, int 18. Well, shit, okay. That kind of rules out a lot of my bard spells because they're all wisdom saves. And int isn't gonna do much better. No. Okay. I can use Cloud of Daggers to do a little bit of crowd control on him. Can't really use it to block off anything, though. Right, okay. So probably the thing to do is to kill the ads first. Because those two have low health. And Gith don't have dark vision, do they? So how about you two? Well, no, they can just move out of it. This is the thing, like, I don't know how they'll actually respond to a darkness spell. Like, they'll just move out of it, surely. The other thing I could do is I could use it as defense. Which is, again, like... Can they see into the darkness enough to come and attack me is the question. Yeah, only in melee, right? They won't be able to make ranged attacks in. But then there aren't that many ranged attackers. They all seem fairly Marshal. Okay. Just thinking carefully. What are the chances I'll get a wisdom check off on? Oh, that's actually not bad. Okay. I would not mind disabling you. That would be good. Excellent. And since I have resistance to all damage, I'm just gonna stand in melee range. So Asterion can sneak attack on it. What's your constitution there, buddy boy? 15, okay. Stricken with malice. Blinded and poisoned. Fuck you. Have a little snack on him as well. Reduce his saves by 1.
Still on my feet.
Yeah. Okay, so you're a little sorcerer type, are you? You would be too, wouldn't you? Yeah. Oh, that's disadvantageous in many ways. Okay. So, disadvantage on wisdom checks and saving throws. That's not good. Given that I got him kind of discombobulated, I wouldn't mind killing him, but that first round advantage is gone now. Hey, lae'zel, go hit some wizards. Oh! Let's all in on that. I don't suppose you have enough movement to... Yes, you do! And now I don't need to all in on that to kill him. So 95%. Smack! That's enough out of you, buddy. Okay. Let's get advantage on those concentration saving throws, shall we? Yeah. There we go. That's that taken care of.
At the ready.
Impressive, but futile. Your life is over. Come on.
Mind Steel Link. Being drained and vulnerable to psychic damage. Well, that's annoying. And I assume... Oh, even you are being drained. And he's just... getting buffed the hell out of everything. Okay, well, kill that guy first. Yeah, just attack him. Force him to spend that parry.
Finish this.
Okay. Yeah, not much chance of hitting that. But if you could just take that guy out. There we go. You're all alone now, buddy boy. Get rogued, motherfucker!
In Vlaakith's name!
Yeah, good luck when you're blinded, buddy.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Githyanki Greatsword. Cool. Potion of Angelic Slumber. Unless interrupted, you gain the benefits of a long rest. Excellent, I'll take that. Circlet of Psionic Revenge. When you succeed a saving throw, the foe that caused the throw takes... Githyanki will also gain a +1 bonus to Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws. Well, I mean, if I didn't have such a much better helmet for lae'zel...
Eager for battle.
Fire resistance and immunity to critical hits, that's too good.
No one back home will ever believe this.
One of the few ways for elves to experience sleep. Other methods include taking narcotics and being hit very hard with a chair.
Action, not reaction.
Well, this won't let me have the... Yeah. Githyanki Short Sword. Nice. Boy, these guys were eating well. Diadem of Arcane Synergy. When you inflict a condition, gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds. Weapon deals additional damage equal to a spellcasting modifier. Okay.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Strange Conduit Ring. While concentrating on a spell, deals additional 1.24 psychic damage. Excellent.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
And welcomes it.
Lathander blesses the rising bountiful sun.
Oh, you should point east, shouldn't you? And you should point west.
The statue starts to rotate, but its
Damn thing
rusty
is jammed
mechanism
shut.
jams
Don't tell 'em
stuck.
like this.
Rusty. Rusty, you say? Everyone step back so you don't fall over.
All right then. Nearly had it.
Ha-ha! Okay, so that wasn't quite it. Oh, right, we're looking west right now. That's north.
Let's see what this does.
There we go. Okay. I should probably talk to lae'zel before I go any further down there, though.
Vlaakith. Vlaakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Shkageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet.
I really need to do some... All this and you still stand by Vlaakith. You are as dull as you are stupid. You're an enemy of your people now. You need to accept that.
Silence! I must think.
Oh, this is the Blood of Lathander quest. Okay, cool, excellent. We're doing that. Just for fun, let's light the braziers.
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
I don't want to break it if I don't have to. Who has the Morning Lord symbol? Someone does. You do. The Dawn Master crest.
Blood. No, never mind.
No? Okay. Oh, there's a plaque.
Hands on everything.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit.
Moving ahead.
Well, I don't see anything else in here except to break the energy source. Although I feel like that's making a bad first impression. Well, that didn't do anything. Didn't think it would, but, you know. It's always worth a shot, isn't it?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now.
Don't feel like it. I mean, I see a power source there. I don't see anything here. Oh, wait, there. I get it. Presumably back here. Well, first of all, there's a power source. Second of all, we can just kind of circumvent the wall. Now I'm glad I have my rogue. Oh, that's a knockback trap. Just throws you straight into the fucking abyss. Don't want to break a bunch of power sources if I don't have to. This one, though, probably need to break that one.
Last. One step at a time.
Okay. Now...
The Morning Lord's wrath awaits, heretic. Retreat whilst thou can.
Can I do a, I don't, I can't do a short rest. I can do a long rest, though, which I probably, all things considered, probably should. Yeah, probably should. Really should do that. Really oughta.
No time to rest.
Really ought to. It would be very smart of me to do that. I'd be very clever. Ooh. Those aren't gonna blast me to pieces, right? Neat. Let's have a look at what you can do. Lathander's Blessing. Once per long rest, when your hit points are reduced to 0, you regain 2 to 12 hit points. Allies within 9 meters also regain 1 to 6. Lathander's Light sheds a holy light in a 6-meter radius. In combat, fiends and undead standing in the light are blinded unless they succeed a Constitution saving throw. +3 weapon. Ooh, nice. Sunbeam, level 6 evocation spell? Holy shit. What, just like once per long rest? Once per long rest. If you didn't insert the symbol, the laser cannon would have started, and you would have had to either destroy the cannon or escape in 4 turns before the temple explodes. Uh-oh. And you can do concussive smash with it. That's the most important part. Like, that's... You can do the concussive smash. That matters a lot, actually.
Quite a heavily guarded. Good job we got past those protections.
The monks were intent on keeping their relics safe. They didn't count on us, though.
Is that such a surprise? It looks powerful enough to level a mountain.
There's a certain irony in having the cleric of the goddess of darkness wield the holy weapon of a sun god. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Quite delicious.
Open up.
A confiscated book. The pages of this book have been entirely ripped out and replaced with one crudely pasted message in the common tongue. Please note that any literature containing the below topics is strictly prohibited. If it is found in your possession, it will be confiscated. If you are found to be reading it, you will answer to Kithrak Thetherin herself. Orpheus Infernal Medals, Magic of the Undead. Ah, they really don't like that stuff, huh? Let's see. Intelligence concerning the weapon. One word in the common tongue leaps out repeatedly. Your own name. Whoops. Known locations of the weapon. Naudilite Crash, Goblin Camp, Moonrise Towers. Shalak Voss. The slate is densely packed with carvings. A few words recur throughout. Vosh Hashalak Vlaketh loyalty. A note has been written over the text in common. Vos traitor? Okay, I want to read the report on Moonrise Towers. You were right. Moonrise Towers is the place. Followed the cultist's trail as you asked. Led me all the way up here. Signs of illicit activity, for sure. Tadpoles, sorts of wandering around in uniform. Didn't manage to break in, but suffice to say there's definitely something afoot. Recommend you send this report directly to the Palace of Susurrus. Coming back shortly to collect my pay. Okay, am I gonna have to fight my way out throughout the whole creche? Because that sounds exhausting. Oh, hello. Is that you, Captain? No. Ah, we are hostile. We are hostile immediately. I guess fair enough. Well, I'm glad that you're not conflicted about this. Bye. No, I don't think I will. Are they just not going to leave the office? Is that it? Looks that way. Oh no, there you are, pupper. Poor dog. Really didn't wanna. But, if that's the way it has to be. Gonna preserve resources.
Another step forward.
Oof. Oh, there you are, finally coming out to play. Took you a while. Let's see. Astarion, do you still have Wyvern Toxin on your weapon? Don't think you do. Okay. Or the Hell Toxin thing. Fine. Then Cunning Action Dash. Get a basic poison on there. Oh, she's blurred. Well, that's annoying. Still 72% chance of hitting, but, you know. I guess I could try Hideous Laughter. That'll break concentration. Yeah, there we go. She did make the save, but... Could you finish her off? What she got? Soulbreaker Greatsword. When wielded by a Githyanki, it deals additional 1 to 4. Plus 2 bonus on initiative rolls. Shit, that is pretty good. Yeah, sorry, dogs. Okay, let's sneak our way out a little bit carefully then. Now, those two don't have anything, do they? A splint armor, that's worth money. But I was making friends. Aw. Must have been the... He's a fucking Skyrim guard!
No choice but to keep going.
I am fury. I am death.
Delicious.
Okay, time to level up. I have a suspicion I'll need the power. Oh. lae'zel has reached the limits of how much she can lug around for me.
Blackets will be done.
I could get rid of 10 pounds by dropping the kobold, but I want the kobold. He's cute. I want to keep him as a pet. Okay. Those are just kids, man.
These birds have seen everything.
Wait, shouldn't I just be able to teleport? Oh, I can just teleport out. I mean, yeah. I guess that kind of counts. I've made it to the teleport marker. I can just, like, nope out without having to kill everyone. To camp!
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
Ask lae'zel about the disc from the creche.
Your mind connects with lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common.
I'd like to hear you tell the story.
Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince. There's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
The creche training room was illuminating. Are Githan structures always so brutal?
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
For what reason? Rage? Entertainment?
Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Yeah, no, that's silly. That's very... Because, like, what if you have, like, one guy who's, like, the most powerful guy ever, right? Like, and they are just, like, super strong. And you put them as, like, hey, whoever, like, you kill the ones who are weaker than you, and he kills everyone? Right? But you're still killing plenty of fighters who'd be perfectly decent. Like, really good at stuff. It also seems like a really nice, easy, fast way to sort of weed out every artist, every artisan, every poet, every musician. Like, it seems like an easy way to get rid of anyone who sort of thinks about the world in more complicated terms than whatever fits on the end of a sword. A hatchery with a single egg. How many does a clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Githyanki look quite humanoid. How did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans.
Really?
Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Hideous to imagine indeed. Who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then.
On to other matters.
Thank Mistra for that. Can't say I was enamored with the thought of spending my final moments buried under 1,000 tons of limestone.
Is Mistra always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
You sure about that? You 100% sure? How you feeling? It can't be easy facing the possibility of death.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
I can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off.
Well, whatever happens, we'll be able to manage.
I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it. I wish I'd never been sent on this mission.
It seems important to your Mother Superior.
Yes. And she acts as Lady Shah's voice amongst mortals. She must be doing the Night Singer's bidding. I just don't know what it all means. All will be revealed in due time. I hope.
Yeah, hope. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. Let's see.
What's on your mind?
You have anything in there? No. Hey, Withers, any comment on what's going on?
Fate
spins along as it should.
Does it now?
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
I'm good for the moment.
You wish to speak?
Apparently not. And Will still has his little bug.
Too close for comfort. But thanks to some quick thinking, the Githyanki crash is still standing.
Obviously, I'm glad we didn't level the monastery with that sun cannon, but... come on. You can't say you weren't a little curious to see what would happen.
Well, maybe a little.
I knew it. There's no shame in being curious about power. It is exhilarating. And who knows? Maybe we'll have better luck with our next weapon of incomprehensible destruction.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
It's true. You like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins. Ooh, more. Ooh, more.
Precious baby. Hey, Karlak, you haven't been with me for a while. I think we'll swap out lae'zel now.
Thought this place was going to blow.
I'll swap out lae'zel in a minute. I have been sending a bunch of stuff back. I should sort it. Okay. Right. Time for a rest. A long rest. Okay. Oh, hello. What's up, Scratch?
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Let him keep it, actually. Let's talk to him about it.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Aww. Pet him. So now the question is, do we go through the Shadowlands? Or do we trek through the Underdark? Another question is there a bunch of stuff left unexplored on the map? That's just the path that leads up to the rope thing. I have been in the Underdark, yes, and I have found the way onwards. And I've got the Noble Stock. I fed it to Shadowheart. Because the prompt came up and I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? I want to find a trader first. What's the easiest place to get a trader? The Gendarim hideout, maybe? Unless they've blown that sky high already. What? Okay. Oh, hello.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
No shit.
Skakek Kia Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Not to lae'zel. She should take the lead. Probably, yeah.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
What are you asking of us, boss?
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Kill him! This is your chance to earn Vlaakith's redemption! No, it's not. We know it's not. He speaks true of the Scythisk. You need to trust him.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me Hashalak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust.
Well, not that loyal.
The astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, lae'zel.
I should probably tell him that he's, like, under suspicion. But yeah, okay, no, he'll figure it out. When the dagger's in his back, he'll know.
Vlaakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law, They are Creed, the root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons.
That's a death threat.
It's true. If Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Yeah, kill the gods! Voss called Vlaakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Who's the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
And if Voss is wrong, if his claims are wrong and Vlaakiths are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Captain Nathaniel, yeah.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Cheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Psionic detector. Better keep that in my inventory. Let's see. Anything from you, Astarion?
So, lae'zel's going to war with Vlaakith? Going to break her chains in Baldur's Gate? Good for her.
He means it, too. He means it. He does like breaking chains. Escaping from unjust masters. He has some experience.
I didn't expect lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
There you are. Jeez.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
Oh, she quite likes me. So does Shadowheart. So doesn't Astarion.
going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prison free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
Can't say I disagree. All right, lae'zel, we need to find a shop. We need to find a shopkeeper.
All right, back already? Of course. Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Yeah, cool, whatever.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketheric, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
Absolutely. Wait for me in camp.
You believe you can survive without me?
I mean, it's getting harder, I'm not gonna lie, but,
How much farther can I go?
for now, I'll be okay.
Copper for your thoughts? Fuck yes.
Let's see. Asterion actually stay behind as well. Where are you? Oh, of course you're up there. You catty little brat. Have I not talked to Volo at all? I have! And I rejected his eye surgery because I already gave my eye away to one of the hags.
Need something? Oh, darling, it sounds...
Do need... I think I'll have Gale with me for a bit. And once I rejected his surgery, he just left. He just ran away.
With...
The Volo surgery is actually a buff. I doubt that. Permanent sea invisibility. Oh. It is a buff. Permanent 30-foot sea invisibility. Cool. Oh yeah, I should get him some of my scrolls.
At the ready.
Learn some spells, buddy boy. It'll only cost me most of my gold. Ugh. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... just gonna get rid of that. So I swear to God, I'll accidentally click it otherwise. Feral Instincts, +3 to initiative, can't be surprised. Excellent. Okay, Karlach, could you... Well, first of all, could you, for the love of God, please... hide that helmet, thank you. And now, go rifle through the chest. And see if there is something there that's better than what you have. I think, actually... this is... I guess I could give that to Gale.
Ready and willing.
Like, at the cost of a bonus to my spell save deals DC. It's also... I mean, hello, sir. It looks like he's the lead singer of, like, a fantasy metal band. Excellent. Cool. Now, we don't want to go to the creche. Now I need to figure out if I want to go through the Underdark or if I want to go through the Shadows thing. Which is actually kind of... I feel like the Underdark. Since I'm a drow. Like, again, thinking about it in terms of role-playing.
This must have been remarkable. Maybe their vision didn't stand the test of time.
Best be on my way.
I am a drow, so I'm thinking, like, in terms of role-play.
Just look at this place.
You've quite the knack for finding the bright side of things, haven't you?
Right, that's over here. Right, I should set up... Well, I should cast Speak with Animals because it's a ritual. Might as well set that up immediately. And I should remember to cast Warding Bond.
Alright, what now? Breathe deep and move.
Alright. Nothing for it. Old Architectural Collection. This yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Wraithwyn to the Underdark. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. Well, if you are if you are a supporter over on the Let's Play channel, like besides getting access to the VODs on Twitch for subscribing here, you can also get the VODs over on the Let's Play channel. I have archived them there as well. What did I go in the inventory for? Don't think it was anything. If I forgot, then it wasn't important. Oh, you're dead. Wow, you're super dead. Orders read. I have been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul Near will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find there?
Luke was gifted a tier 1 sub to Iv Jamaranth. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Lucros. Thank you. What will we find here that Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse? Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the absolute uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubbles, quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though. I'm not as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, although I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute protect me. They didn't. Wow, this looks very normal and not freaky at all. Off we go!
Shadow Curse lands. Makes back home in the Underdark seem quaint.
Stand by me if you need to keep warm in this awful place.
Well, if you're offering... I will. And I think at this point...
Reach Moonrise Towers.
At this point, we give in. Let's see, what do we have for options here? Psionic Overload. Your attacks deal 1d4 psychic damage, but you take 1d4 psychic damage every turn. Yeah. Favorable Beginnings. The first attack roll or ability check you gain against any target makes a bonus. Okay. Force Tunnel. Charge forward, pushes everything away. Concentrated Blast. You must be concentrating on another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it. The spell you were concentrating on will end. Okay. Transfuse Health. Sacrifice half of your remaining hit points to heal a target for the same amount. Shield of Thralls. Conjure a volatile shield around yourself, granting 10 temporary hit points. If these are lost due to incoming damage, the shield bursts, stunning foes. Invest a creature with power that heals it when it attacks, but makes it vulnerable to all damage. No. Your targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2d12 psychic damage each time they miss. Once per turn we make an attack roll, reduce the target's corresponding ability by 1. The ability that is reduced is the same one that's used to make the attack roll. For melee weapons, strength, ranged dexterity, spells, spellcasting ability. Huh. Luck of the Far Realms. When you make a successful attack roll against the foe, you can change it to a critical hit. Channel the dark allure of the tadpole to charm an enemy that attacks you, preventing them from attacking on their next turn. Let's see. Displaced. Creatures suffering falling damage because of your action take extra psychic damage. Repulsor push any... That makes sense as an upgrade from that, yeah. Cull the Weak. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illithid powers, it dies. And all nearby creatures take 1d4 psychic damage. So if you... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23... 24 health is like the lowest or the highest threshold that can trigger at. When an enemy within 9 meters casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict 1d4 psychic damage to the caster per the spell's level. Okay. Well, I think we'll take... the passive features. Right. The things that are here flee from light was the idea. So presumably Lathander's divine light source. It's a nice thing to have.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
I mean, you are carrying a pretty powerful light source. How you doing, Shadowheart?
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
Well, what about me? That's probably like, what am I supposed to do in this? Not a flirty line. First time I've been out of my element in the dark.
This is no cavern. This is true darkness. Perhaps Lady Shah will show you a path to her embrace if you are worthy. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
A temple, perhaps. Perhaps a temple.
This place is heavy.
Bet that will fit in my pack. What's hiding here?
Oh, hello. The Shadow Curse is a powerful threat that lurks and devours the darkness. Surround yourself with light to avoid its most lethal effects.
I am shielded by
That
Lady
light,
Shah.
it's protecting me from the curse.
A handwritten journal abandoned for some 50 years. It details a druid's attempt to learn more about the Shadow Curse. The entries grow shorter and more sporadic as time passes. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with an awe and a fear that was difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as the archdruid Halsin's warnings were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon and press on in the morning, though in truth, such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood that would normally be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker. But I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness. Foul things. One grazed me. Only my torch saved me. Deep darkness. Flames are instantly doused. The wound stings. Flesh is turning black with corruption. The shadows are growing stronger. They're spreading. I need to return to light. The wood will not burn. I can barely see the page. I am surrounded.
Research on the nature of the Shadow Curse. Good to know.
Okay. Probably I should toggle a light source. Gale? Why do you not have a light source? Sure, I gave everyone torches.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Best get going. Have to
Well.
keep going.
Between the torches and the flail of Lathander, you'll probably be okay.
I'll take that.
Who do we have here? Harper's.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows. Stay together. Keep to the light.
Hello. Oh, is something terrible about to happen to... Okay, just me. I find the best introductions are made while sitting around a fire. Perhaps with drinks?
You're a chatty shadow. I'll give you that. Come out into the light. Hands high.
Jonas, look out!
Look out for what? Oh!
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you? Jonas? Can you see our torches? I can't see anything! Something's wrong. Follow my voice. Come back to the light. Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
Nope.
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Get ready to fight.
Harpers! To arms!
Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay. Where's the former Jonas? Oh, there he is. Shadow-cursed undead. Temporarily hostile. Yeah. Very temporarily. Let's see. You guys. Shadow blend. Opportunity axe. Sunlight weakness. And we've got some coming up from behind. Or just the one? Just the one. Okay.
Oh my word.
That'll cost me an action, but fair enough.
Aye, aye.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Let's see, where are you for your weaknesses? And they have fire resistance. Okay, that's annoying. Necrotic damage doesn't do shit. Poison doesn't do shit. Cold, fire, lightning, thunder, acid. Non-magical physical damage, but radiant gives them something to think about. Okay. Don't have any sources of radiant damage on Gale. But they didn't seem to resist force damage, right? No. Well, then we have an option. Yeah, don't run over there and do that. Just like 8 to 20 damage. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, encumbered now. Oh my god. I should be able to unencumber myself. There. I also don't have any sources of... light or radiant damage on my bard, so... Well, at least they're not very accurate. Ow.
Shit! The shadows took luminous. Make every strike count!
Jonas, no! What are you doing?
Don't run out of the light, you dipshit. Yeah, I don't want to hurt them in the same breath. Be cool if I could get there and then blast, but oh well.
The shot. Finish them off.
Oh, I have access to Radiant, actually. But I have to remember to select a variant. Okay. There. Rid of you. And drink a potion. Foxy Pizzard pervert. He's not doing so hot. The damage doubles each turn you're affected. Okay, buddy, you need to get into the light, my friend. Rather urgently. Okay, I mean, I guess I could do a ton of damage with Radiant Spirit Guardians. Yeah, that works.
Say bye-bye.
Tale for the ages. Certainly.
Isn't there something I can light on fire here somewhere? No? Okay. Want to preserve some spell slots. It's resistant, but, you know.
What do I have to lose? Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Safe place? You mean somewhere the shadows can't penetrate?
That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
The inn, you say?
The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace comes to you. What came of it? He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came. You sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes. You see an older woman on her knees scrubbing the floor of an inn. The patrons made a mess of things again the night before.
Huh. Harper Blade, short sword, light finesse. Might as well take it with me. Thematic.
You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter.
Conk.
No time to dally.
In her former life, this girl played in the nearby woods. She was always the best at climbing trees.
Well, that's depressing.
Might be useful. Let's try this way.
Okay, the last light inn. An inn out here, of all places. What a mad place to build a hotel. Charming little egg.
Corpse is tainted by the shadows, no doubt. Best avoided.
You could have said that like a second sooner, Gale. Like a moment, just an instant. An instant sooner would have been good. Help! A plain, unadorned note. This letter is written on a scrap of paper. Blood and age have made it near legible in parts. Help! A darkness has rolled into Wraithwind, cutting us all off on all sides. We've sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before the words are obscured by drops of blood. This letter is our last hope. Send help, anyone from anywhere, I beg of you. I will renounce Our Lady Lost and kiss the Moon Maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't let the darkness take us.
Anything of use?
Right. Faith only carries so far.
What's inside?
Ooh, yeah, that looks bad.
This place is protected.
For a warm bed and full stomach, look no further. Welcome to the Last Light Inn.
Oh, that's the barrier for the inn, right?
What to do with haste?
Some sort of barrier. Shadows can't penetrate it.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. They're with me.
Come. Jahira!
Jahira? Oh, a little gray-haired. A little older, but still her, huh? Just this... Once, I wish people would simply say hello. Bard, how uncouth. Legends had led me to expect better of the noble Jahira.
It seems tales of my clemency have been greatly exaggerated.
Well, if you let me go, I'll happily amend the tales. Add a hate strangers footnote.
You have not experienced my hatred, stranger. Not yet, at least. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know... it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
I am not a true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? They're the ones that saved us! They're the one who protected the Emerald Grove?
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet too. I'd pretty much trust them with my life.
A true soul with a mind of their own? How is that possible?
I don't think my character would show the artifact. I work in mysterious ways.
Enlighten me. Now.
I know it's hard to trust anyone right now, but I am not an absolute cultist. Seems like a bad idea to try and cast a spell at Jaheira, but, you know, we'll see.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand why you, the enigma that you are, suddenly crossed our path. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
I just want a cure for the parasite in my head. Moonrise Towers is my only lead.
Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard in case the vines gave you a rash.
Ha!
Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Damn it, might be knocking around here, right?
It's for a good cause.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Yeah, the Jaheira that almost sicked a pack of Harpers on us.
Hey, it would have been an honor. Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom, certainly wasn't this. Glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
Ooh, my frame rate is chugging.
You could also say it's a prime target. The one pocket of light in the gloom.
Stone or steel.
Yeah, my frame rate is really chugging.
Bloody army.
My name is Shadowheart.
What is
You're
it?
not wrong, though. Best we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Yeah, frame rate is it's chugging a little much, and that sort of feels like a memory thing. So I'm just gonna quit the game and restart it. So Minsk, Jaheira, who else do you think will... Minsk shows up? I didn't know about Minsk. I mean, I could probably figure he was in the previous 2 Baldur's Gate games. But like, isn't Minsk human? How the hell has he survived that long? He's in the trailer. I didn't really watch the trailers, so... I was trying to stay spoiler-free. There we go. That's much better.
See any movement out there?
Good to see a friendly face.
I bet they're close. Watching us.
Need to find a way forward. I want to have a word.
Hey! That's close enough. You ain't no Harper and you ain't no Fist. Don't need the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
I expected a bit more decorum from a flaming fist soldier.
Want me to shine your boots while I'm at it?
Easy. He's a bit on edge since the, incident.
A bit on edge, my arse. Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
Yeah, Bloodleaf, that's also... bit of a spoiler there. That I would have been more fun to discover on my own. I was there in the aftermath. I don't suppose Council of Floric made it all the way here.
Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Guess you need to be a god's damned counselor to get room and board around here.
Oh, maybe I should get Will then.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
The Hellion's Heart? Ah, right, Damon is here. That's what she said.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Really? Hey, buddy! Why do you have 132 health?
No, still incapable.
I remember you from the Druid's Grove. Are you ready to reveal your secrets yet?
Not for you to know.
I have disadvantage to perception, so you're a rare breed. An authentic redback river ox. I thought you'd be more discerning. Aw. Critical failure. Well, almost.
I said incapable. Scurry on now.
I want to know what you are.
I admire your ability to graciously suffer the frustration of your desires.
I don't want to trigger combat with it. Especially not when it has 132 HP.
Aha! Thought I sensed an infernal. What are you doing here?
Same thing as you, I reckon. Trying to stay out of the shadows. Hold on. I know you. The weaponsmith, right? Drafted into the Blood War when your city was swallowed by Avernus. Not too different from my own story. Well done making it out alive.
Same to you. Though unless my senses deceive me, you brought a bit of the hells back with you. Infernal engine?
Who needs a heart when you've got one of these to keep you warm? Thank you, Zariel.
Forget warm. You're burning up. Might be burning out a piston ring. Or leaking.
Please do. I've been dying to find an infernal mechanic.
Lucky man.
Now that's hot. Too hot. I think I could sort you out. But I'll need some infernal iron and a lot of luck.
Right. Could we see your wares?
Certainly.
Just get rid of some stuff. What do you got there? Sword of Life Stealing. On a critical hit, takes an extra 1d10 to 10 necrotic. And you also gain temporary hit points, and it's +2. Sword Master Gloves. You gain proficiency with swords, and you gain a +1 to melee attack rolls. Cool. Chainmail. Ringmail. Scale mail. Chain shirt. Leather armor. Hide armor. Padded armor. A Darkfire sword bow. Grants resistance to fire and cold. Shit, that's pretty good. And it has haste on it? Jeez. Harmonium halberd, +2 strength, -1 intelligence and wisdom. Yeah, it's the himbo weapon. Charge-bound warhammer. Favored weapon. If it's bound to an eldritch knight or a warlock. Okay, yeah. Thermodynamo. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. Clutching Umbra. Weapon enhancement +1, and it gets a shadow-soaked blow. Strike an enemy, adding your proficiency bonus to the damage. Moreover, if the attack hits, it deals an additional 1 to 6 psychic and doesn't break concealment. This guy has hella cool-ass equipment. Holy shit. Okay. Right. The iron. That's back at camp. I left it at camp because it was kind of heavy. So let's run back and get that once. Okay, so that's a short sword +2. That's pretty good, but I don't really need that so much. It's sort of thematically appropriate for Asterion, but the platinum inlays of this halberd hum an otherworldly harmony in the key of C, heightening the wielder's vigor but diminishing their mental faculties. The sound it makes is pining, as if far from its rightful home. Yeah, okay, that'll be it for that shopping.
Shout if you need anything else.
We'll look for some iron.
Fuck yes, we will.
Where did he go? There he is.
How fares the search?
Found the infernal iron you mentioned.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Let me sleep on it. I just might be able to work something out. Hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. I'll need more infernal iron either way, though, so keep your eyes open. Take care.
Sweet. Heart of Iron. Advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Cool.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
I still can't touch you, though.
Do you want to?
Ah, of course I do.
I'd like that. Now, let's find that infernal iron before I overheat.
Yeah, we are neutral on her for approval, though, so...
Jaheira's godsend in the flesh. Pleasure to have you.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Fair enough.
What's up for discussion?
Take a stroll, have a drink. Enjoy them while you can.
Nice to see the dark spitting out more than shadows. Welcome.
It's nice to have someone say something nice to me.
Poor Jonas. Kid was as green as they come.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
I found his sword on his body. Would you like to have it?
Yes, I'd like that. I don't know what to say. He always took such good care of this. I'll do the same. For him.
There was a point to picking it up.
I should thank you. Take this. I think I need some time by myself now.
Acolyte, tragic love, Shadowheart is inspired. Aww. That's sweet. Okay, let's keep exploring. I wonder what kind of magic it is that keeps this place safe. Huh? A servant of Selûne. Well, Shadowheart will have a field day with that. Okay, so this takes us around the perimeter. So it's just a blessing of Selûne. Okay. There we go. We have managed to scout out much of it. And then traps on the outskirts here to prevent stuff from coming in, I guess. Okay. Time to go inside for once. For the first time. I can probably... Can probably put away the torch now.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Sereth, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
What happened? Where is Zevlor?
Gone. And more than half the others with him.
Uh-oh.
We were ambushed. Out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze. Begged us to surrender. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
Well, you did right. You do not want to be a prisoner of the Absolute.
Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
Ugh.
Don't wander far.
Poor Zevlor.
We need to talk.
I need to examine your... Blessing of Selûne. Protects against the lesser effect of the Shadow Curse. Even her light cannot guard against the darkest shadow. Melee caster. Instead of its dexterity modifier, the affected entity adds its spell casting ability to. Yeah.
With haste.
AC of only 13, though. I could take her. Huh. Art Kulak has shut down and seems completely unresponsive to whatever is happening around him. I don't suppose Greater Restoration would do anything.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Ooh, I should have Will here for that. William? William?
Well,
What do you think of the illicit potential the Dream Visitor spoke of?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Just look at me, how potent I'm becoming. Think of what we could accomplish together. I don't really know that my character would be that concerned about persuading him to use it.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
I have to keep going.
I really don't. Like, I don't think they'd be pushy in that way.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Remember when you told me night orchids were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell. Why?
It just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm sure you'll come up with something in time. It's just a token. I don't expect anything in return.
Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
These illithid powers we're developing. What do we mean we? I'm developing them. I'm the one who's been eating the damn tadpole. These illithid powers we're developing, what do you make of them?
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. And what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Some might say excessive caution is a risk in and of itself.
And some might say eels and turnips boiled in milk is a delicacy. But some are fools. I'll make my own mind up.
I have a lot on my mind.
Speak your mind. I'm listening.
Have you ever thought about making use of the tadpole's power?
Mark my words. This power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Well, if we must bear the tadpole's burdens, we should also avail ourselves of their power. Oh, no, wait, that's once per long rest.
Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power.
Yeah, that's
Let's
it.
do just that.
We're not pushing it any further than that.
Yes.
Don't need to ask his opinion.
Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Dead, two of us, safe to the end.
Sorry. Was lost in thought. Something the matter?
You first. What's on your mind?
I don't fully know. Just a nagging feeling. Almost like I'm conflicted about something, but I don't quite know what. It's nothing. Forget it. Too much time in my own head.
Okay.
Well met.
And you still don't... No. Fine.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Will? Gods, please, no. The Blade of Frontiers was supposed to be my secret weapon. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers?
Not yet.
I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew,
We've heard that
he was a
name
minor
before.
player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then.
Who is this Lord Gortash?
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies.
Oh, drone warfare!
Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable.
Great!
With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us. I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
What, you leaving? Hang on.
The journey back to Baldur's Gate won't be easier.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them.
Seems that way. So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
Yeah, me too. A man like that has no place in power. We'll make him answer for what he did to you as soon as we get to the city.
Ugh, the city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
I've never heard that tune. Might be an original composition.
Maybe he was a musician.
Search his body for any indication of preferred instrument.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands. the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
I need a lute. I need a lute. I need a lute. I have a lute.
No traps, please.
Let's see. Was that in the storage chest? No. It wasn't in the backpack either. Yes, it was. There it is.
Please, sir. We found him.
This is no physical ailment. It is a... You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands.
Maybe he was a musician.
Let me have a look at him.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Let's try Arcana to start with. Barely made it.
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
His mind lingers in the Shadowfell, but perhaps it can be returned. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe.
Did you already check for personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
Flame Colic, do you know where you are?
If he does, he isn't sane.
Let's
see, read. Assignee Art Colic, ranked Flame. Objective to obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and its environs. Headed by Ketheric Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family. Orders, take lodging in the last light inn and begin investigation in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note, the region's Thorm family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate a Sharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate reports. Signed, Grand Duke Elton.
Place is brighter.
Well, that was not much of a performance.
Monsters snuffling and stalking. In the shade where we are walking.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's...
Yes, I have noticed the calluses on his hands.
You can help him.
I have a lute. I have played it. I can't make him play it. I would like to just hand him the lute, frankly. Investigate the House of Healing. If we follow in his footsteps, we might learn something. Fair enough. Maybe he has like a personal loot and it needs to be that one. Same things you told us, yes. Harper's testimonial. The last stand of Ketheric Thorm, chosen of Shar. The pursuant text describes a battle between Ketheric Thorm's faithful and magical Harper forces. I do not know what magic the Dark Justicia summoned to our plane, but if it came from the Weave, then let it be cursed for eternity. For 3 days we sieged the towers. For 3 days their dark bolts cleaved our ranks, and on the third day, as his men and women began at last to fall, Ketheric entered the battle. Let's see. Guest log. Let's see if we can find his name here. Art Colic. There he is. DJ Mulligan, the mysterious Mr. Plack, Boo and friend, Eolfur. Grey Eyes the Wizened. His Majesty?
Hiss! I say hiss!
What's got your whiskers in a twist?
This is my territory, and you're in it.
No, my intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quite a specimen you are. How did you come to be this place?
I slinked, of course.
Quietly admire the cat.
Had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting about around here?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Aw, kitty cat. Hey, Mole.
Your move, Mole.
Oh, hello, Raphael.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Huh. You shouldn't be playing games with this man. He's a devil. I think the kid probably knows. Bard. Let's go with Bard.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Oh, go to hell. Well,
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played.
A list of my many hidden talents would stretch to Avernus and back.
I can most certainly believe it. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left.
Oh, very
Besides,
clever.
I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter.
Quite indeed. So that was quite clever little thing by the writers. We start out with Mole in a situation where she realizes no matter how she moves, she's gonna lose her knight. And then he says, literally just says it out loud, that, oh, she's free to choose the only option that's left to her. Which is like, ah, yes, right. See, so it's a metaphor for the way that he plays with them, as like he puts them into positions where they can't win no matter what move they make. Ah, clever. Like, that's good characterization. Like, that's a good way to write a devil, I think. I can't resist a good tragedy. Indulge me. What happened here?
Come now, you'd have me tell you? Spoil all the fun? Suffice to say there's ambition, folly, and death aplenty. The rest, well, I'll let you uncover that yourself.
Yeah, just stay away from Mull, you hear?
She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light.
Oh, you know, I've never been better.
Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worms? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Oh, indeed. Hey, Barkus. I see you've come out.
More activity among the cultists, Mom.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
And what did you find?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course, and the makings of an alchemist's workbench. Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
It depends. What did you... Yeah, of course I am.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
I thought that was... how did Deep Gnomes get trapped in the towers?
They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... Well, with you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
I like the name. What's it do?
Let's not ruin the surprise.
If you're giving me an explosive, I want to know what it is.
Do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you. What now? I'm sure you would.
You have anything good to trade? I should ask. Gloves of the Automaton, circuitry interference. You are considered a construct. Your weapon and attack rolls have advantage. And you have resistance to lightning damage. Yo. Like, permanent advantage? Oh no, you use the thing on the short rest, then it gives you advantage for 10 turns. That's basically permanent in most fights. That's pretty good. Okay, let's keep exploring down here for a bit. We need to find... Oh, hello. A loose plank? A snowburst ring. When the wearer deals cold damage, they also create a 4.5 meter of ice again. Circle of ice around the target. Cool. A series of names have been scratched out one after the other on the inside of the ring. The last word, untouched, is not a name. It simply reads, mine. The journal script is antiquated, but its pages look like they've barely aged. How much longer must I languish here? I'd hoped to be in Baldur's Gate 10 days ago, but that blasted toll house keeper won't accept my papers. When Father hears about this, he'll be furious. There's something odd about this village. People skulk around like they've something to hide. The shrines to the Moon Maiden seem ill-tainted and barren. I'd hoped to learn more about Ketheric Thorm, the village's leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I can bear another hour in this loathsome place.
I'll take that.
An emerald ring. Silver cake stand. I'll take that as well, since it's free to take, apparently. No one gets mad. I will have it.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
Well, not really finding any clues about him down here. But maybe we should try and look outside. Don't suppose there's anything. Should talk to the other oxes.
Do you like our new friend? He's new.
I don't like him very much, but, you know.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am.
Glad to see you made it too.
I remember you from the grove with the druid. I hoped to see you again. And now I have.
How'd you make it through the shadows?
On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
Well done. Someone in chat said to save before I go up there, and I am nothing if not obedient. Alfira, hello.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard what happened, that people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
Oof. How did you survive?
Some of us fought back. Or tried to. But it was hopeless. All I could do was run.
Running was the right call.
That means a lot, coming from you. You always seem to take everything in your stride. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
I mean, what's the alternative, frankly? When the night is dark, the stars shine the brightest, so keep on shining. It's gonna be alright.
Heart's Requiem, right? The hero survives a war and rebuilds her life, stronger than ever. A tale worth remembering. Especially now. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
I'm sure they're fine. Probably being held for questioning.
Maybe. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. You've enough on your plate. Just be careful out there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
I should talk to Jaheira before I go upstairs also, probably. Oh, Mole. Hang on, let me just talk to you about Mr. Devil Guy.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Raphael is a real, literal devil. You and your soul are in danger, Mole. I'll take bonuses on that, please.
joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago.
What exactly did he offer you?
Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Devils of lore don't deal in such low stakes, Maul. What did he really offer? Oh, fuck you. Oh, that's the critical success. Okay, I thought that was the failure.
He said he could get me and my gang to Baldur's Gate. I reckon he can do it too. Don't care what your law says. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild.
Now what happens to the current head of the guild? Trust me, it might sound good, but it's not worth it.
Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out.
Oh, well, she will. She's clever, frighteningly so.
True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Wonder if I could con some gold off that cleric.
Ah, Will, if only you had something to say. Do you?
A blushing apple begging to be plucked?
Well, he does.
Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
Well, Maul's an obstinate one. If she's of a mind to team up with Raphael, there's no changing it.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Maul's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
And if she doesn't?
Then Raphael collects another trophy, and Maul sells her independence to the hells. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Maul would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
The cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Tower. Florix confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
They do indeed. The Absolute cult is headquartered there. Can we trust Floric?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
The cult must have some reason for taking your father, but what?
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses?
I truly hope you're wrong about this.
Me too, Shadowheart. Me too. But if I'm right, they will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
Well, to Moonrise then. Can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
How about you, Shadowheart? Do you have anything? Guess not. Let's see. Right. Jaheira. Talk to Jaheira. Yeah. There's so many things to do in this game.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Control it, Karlach.
To your very good health.
Yeah, smell the wine first. Ah, darn it. Not gonna burn inspiration on that. Yes, I am.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
No, but it spoils my trust.
Indulge me.
Fine.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Bard, I've done so much since the crash. Who's to say it's the tadpole that changed me?
You speak frivolously. I do not believe you grasp the cost of what we're dealing with. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. You can
Good.
trust me.
Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Well, tales of the undead are often exaggerated. You're sure you killed him?
Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
You think I can kill him?
Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Glorious true soul Taja will be the performance of a lifetime.
Without a cure to your infection, that lifetime might become rather limited. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gatheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Oh, Shadowheart's gonna love this. But this episode is running long, and it's probably about time that I cut one. And it's also like 4 a.m., so it's probably about time that I went to bed. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Baldur's Gate 3 with me, you can hit the like, comment, and/or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when more episodes are coming out. If you want to watch more episodes right now, right this second, and you don't want to wait, you can become a member of the channel and get early access to them, and indeed to the VODs of these streams, which are also accessible to subscribers over on Twitch, where I stream these episodes. But you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. I am just grateful for your time and your attention. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.